Tonight on DC News Now, a fire rips through a DC apartment building.
Now look up. Oh, there's smoke.
Reaction from people who live there.
Hi, everyone. Tracking triple digits in storms for your Wednesday. We'll time things out coming up.
Several DC housing units without air conditioning.
My main thing every day is how to stay cool. It's here to kill you.
Their plea for help after a shootout damaged their AC unit. A new vote in Loudoun County on cell phone use. What officials there are saying the change means for our kids. Some self-driving cars hitting the road. A look at the newest vehicles being tested in the district and when you can expect to see them.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. And developing now at 9, 2 people in the hospital tonight after an apartment fire in Southeast DC. This happened just before 2 this afternoon. You can see here on Bowen Road. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live tonight from the scene. And Daniel, a lot of people are without a home tonight.
Yeah, Chris, we are here at the Oxford Manor apartment complex where more than 24 people are out of a home. I can still hear some alarms blaring behind me as firefighters monitor this place overnight to make sure no more hot spots flare up. Video from DC Fire and EMS shows the massive plumes of smoke coming from 2 apartment buildings around 2 p.m. Andrina Adams was in her kitchen when she heard a commotion upstairs.
Sound like, get out of my house. There's smoke in this. You smoking in my house?
Her upstairs neighbor came down and said there was smoke.
Look up. Oh, there's smoke was coming from up there. OMG. I saw Remy, not gonna be with the hook. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Me and her going up and down the steps.
When firefighters arrived, they found fire on a second-floor balcony and in the roof. The exact cause is unknown at this time.
These are actually well-built buildings. It's still standing even though the roof is essentially burned off it. So this is what you see smoking and is the building itself and the contents. It's pretty normal when you have a large fire.
One person was rescued and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A firefighter was also taken to the hospital because of heat exhaustion and will be okay. Chief John Donnelly says working in the heat is extremely taxing.
There's a saying that 15 minutes fighting a fire is like 8 hours of hard labor.
With her parakeet named Tim, Adams is happy to have made it out unscathed.
I guess I would have to find another place to live for the next couple of days. I just hope my stuff ain't all messed up.
Now, nearly 30 apartments were affected. The Red Cross is on scene. They have several vans on the other side of this apartment building helping those affected with things like medication replacement, financial assistance, and of course connecting them to resources to help them in the near and long term. We're live in Southeast. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Hey, they're going to need a lot of help. Daniel, thanks. And those brutal conditions for firefighters battling those flames today. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, tomorrow looks even hotter.
Yeah, we have actually the humidity that's going to start to return to the DMV, unfortunately. We've been dealing with ambient temperatures, the air temperature of about 90 to 93 this afternoon. And tomorrow we're going to be very close to 100 degrees. It's mostly cloudy right now, 85 degrees out there. Increasing clouds due to the next storm system that's going to quickly approach. Highs this afternoon out towards Anne Arundel County, 90 degrees. Farther you went into northern Virginia, about 93, and then we're starting to flow down. Temperatures right now a lot cooler, really as the cold front kind of nears us out towards our west. Kaiser, Cumberland, upper 70s, and then you have middle 80s for DC metro area and the suburbs. And dew points, they're still relatively on the mild side. They start to just get outrageous tomorrow. I mean, back into the 70s, starting around 9, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's very noticeable across the region. So tonight, we're still staying in the middle 70s for overnight lows. That is still above average for this time of year. And then we're going to quickly warm up. Tomorrow is a DMV first warn day. We have storms back in the forecast, and some of them are going to be heavy duty at times. I'll have the timing on those storms coming up, Chris.
Okay, Janessa, we'll see you then. Well, with more oppressive heat on the way, some living at a DCHA housing complex are fed up and demanding relief. As our Mayor Carbone reports, broken air conditioning units plague that Northwest complex.
I'm trying to figure out how to stay cool. That's the number one thing when I wake up.
For Chanel Rawls, every day in her DCHA home is hot.
This here to kill you, and I'm 20 weeks pregnant.
Events like this one that should be blowing cold air aren't, and the thermostat.
It's on, and nothing's blowing.
The heat unbearable as she and others at the Kelly Miller homes ask for help.
It's dreadful.
Rawls says the issue starts out back. A shootout last fall sent bullets tearing through several air conditioning units on the property. You can still see one of the bullet holes right here. Now these units, they still haven't been fully fixed. This video is from that November 2023 shooting.
It was so bad that it knocked out windows and knocked out AC units, which caused the residents here to, some of us be windowless, some of us AC-less, and that's almost a year later.
DC News Now reached out to DCHA, which says it's aware of and working on the problem. In a statement, a spokesperson says, while awaiting delivery of replacement air conditioning condenser units, the DC Housing Authority, starting in May, began installing portable AC units in Kelly Miller homes. All residents have been offered a portable AC unit. Rawls was given multiple units, this one at the beginning of June, another one for upstairs today. Still,
but it does not work. AC unit only helps for the area that you're in, and you have to be in the area sitting still. It's like they're trying to put a Band-Aid over a bullet wound.
In Northwest DC, I'm Harell Carbone, DC News Now.
All new tonight, Prince George's County Fire responding to a building fire in Laurel. They say a townhouse deck went up in flames. Now, one person was evaluated on scene. You can see the attic there and roof also was smoke damage. Fire investigators say 7 adults now without a home and need a place to stay. A former Virginia Department of Health employee is accused of stealing more than $4 million from the state health department. The charges stem from allegations that Adam Harell misappropriated millions of dollars in state funding. According to court documents, Harell used these funds for the purchase of real estate properties, luxury vehicles, dozens of firearms, and jewelry. Additionally, Harell is said to have avoided paying the IRS just under $1.9 million through incorrectly filing his taxes. All new tonight, the D.C. Court of Appeals suspended the law license of Hunter Biden. The president's son was convicted earlier this month of felony gun charges. The judge ordered his license to be suspended immediately. Biden has been licensed to practice law here in the district under his full name, Robert H. Biden. Well, check this out. Metro announcing new vinyl seats on buses. They say it's for a cleaner, more comfortable ride. Nearly 40 buses have had their cloth seats replaced. Metro says vinyl is more hygienic and saves money as well. They say more and more seats are being replaced each week. Their goal? To replace all 1,500 plus buses by 2025. Montgomery County Public Schools making several new appointments today during a Board of Education meeting. Among those, retiring Montgomery County Police Chief Marcus Jones. He's been appointed the Chief of the Office of Security and Compliance. Acting Superintendent Dr. Henry Johnson spoke on Jones's new role.
He is honored to accept this position and to work in a collaborative environment with the new superintendent and other significant role players for transparency, safety, and accountability.
Well, Jones brings more than 33 years of experience. The Board of Education also appointed a new superintendent. Prior to coming to the county, Dr. Thomas Taylor was superintendent of Stafford County Public Schools in Virginia since 2021. Taylor is an alum of Montgomery County Public Schools. His official first day as superintendent is July 1st. Well, school districts across Northern Virginia are trying to address a problem which some say has been only getting worse. That's cell phones in schools. As more students seem reliant on their devices, new policies are being proposed and passed to ban phones. Max Marcilla joining us live tonight in our newsroom. And Max, Loudoun County, the latest district to look into the new policy.
And Chris, they actually just passed that policy within the last 30 minutes. It will now mean, starting this upcoming school year, that middle and high school students will have to keep their phones on silent and away from them, meaning not in a backpack, not in your pocket, perhaps a locker or somewhere else in the classroom. Violations, that could mean discipline. It's a strong move that has some support, but to others, they say it's not enough to address the problem. Before the Loudoun County School Board meeting starts, you don't have to look far to find phones in hands. At this point, they're almost an extension of our hands. Cell phones and the impact they are having on our students is a topic so consequential, several school boards are discussing ways to ban cell phones. A welcome move for Broad Run High School teacher Cam Miller.
It's a huge issue, not only in the classroom, where they're always on their phones, but even in the halls, they're running into each other.
What we're looking for is your support for phone-free schools.
Perhaps the strongest rules coming in Fredericksburg, where a new policy starting in August says students have to lock their phones in these magnetic pouches for the entire school day.
It is important to have your phone on you in case of a real emergency instead of relying on someone else.
Not everyone's on board. These two recent LCPS grads say phones aren't a distraction for them, and a new policy can't be one size fits all.
If some people need it, then it can be selective, I guess.
So at least during the class, if they keep it silenced and then use it, and after that it's a good idea. To me, it's a plus.
Different perspectives on how to solve a problem everyone admits is there. The biggest question next, at least according to Miller, is how to enforce a ban.
Because they're very sneaky about it, especially in high school. Yeah.
Now, around Northern Virginia, a few school districts have updated their policies. Fairfax County, Alexandria, Prince William, all of their policies say phones have to be off, away, and stored. And those phone pouches that we showed you coming to Fredericksburg, well, those are a big talker around some school boards around the region. Reporting live in the newsroom, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
All right, big talker indeed, Max. Thanks. Meanwhile, in the district, honest wax aid, well, didn't stand a chance. You can see here, DC's searing heat melts the head of a wax statue of former President Abraham Lincoln. Cultural DC removed the head from the wax replica of the Lincoln Memorial Monday for repairs and safety reasons. Organization told us concerns over melting from the recent heat may have caused the head to fall and hurt someone. The monument has stood outside DC's Garrison Elementary School since September. It's become somewhat of a local landmark, one neighbors, of course, are used to seeing, but nothing like this.
A little less statuesque than the one on the mall, but fun. Poor guy.
One of the influential presidents in our time, and not as, grand as the actual memorial itself, but nice to have in small parks and near your schools and everything for everyone to see.
Cultural DC says it is considering whether the head can be put back in place. A final decision could come by the end of this week.